Hello friends, welcome to our channel BDS Vlogs. Today we are going to discuss about glycolysis, which is present in biochemistry and 4-mark answer for you. It is also called as Embden-Meyerhof pathway. Now we are going to discuss in detail about glycolysis. It is a metabolism of glucose. It occurs in two pathways, aerobic pathway and anaerobic pathway. Aerobic and anaerobic means in the presence of oxygen and in the absence of oxygen. First, glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate in first step. Okay. Glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate in which ATP is required and 1-phosphate it transfers to ADP. It utilizes 1-phosphate molecule. It has two enzymes act in this step. It is hexokinase or glucokinase, which is an isomer of hexokinase. Okay. Now it is an irreversible step. Simple to remember. Irreversible step means only arrow pointed downwards. Reversible means two arrows will be present. Okay. Glycolysis occurs in three phases. Energy investment phase, first step. Next one is splitting phase and third step is energy generation phase. Now second step, glucose 6-phosphate is transfers to fructose 6-phosphate. Okay, it is also called as isomerization reaction. Actually glucose and fructose are isomers. Okay, in this phosphohexoisomerase are the enzyme act on it. Here magnesium and here also magnesium is required for this step to occur. Then again fructose 6-phosphate converts into fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. See, 1 and 6 are phosphate where two phosphate molecules are present. So 1 and 6 bisphosphate molecules. Fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Here phosphofructokinase, the enzyme is utilized here. It is a regulatory step. Remember, it is a regulatory step. And this phosphofructokinase enzyme is also called as allosteric enzyme. Means any other molecules can affect this enzyme and stop these reactions. That is called inhibitor. If it promotes this reaction to occur, it is called inhibitor and promoter. Okay, in this promoter, allosteric enzyme effect is seen by promoters are phosphate molecules, AMP and fructose 2,6-bisphosphate molecules, and inhibitors are ATP, citrate and H+. In the presence of these three molecules, ATP, citrate and H+, this reaction will not occur due to inhibition of phosphofructokinase enzyme. Okay. Now again fructose 1,6-bisphosphate cleaves into dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate shortly called as DHAP. Okay, remember this, DHAP. Now comes to this process, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. It's a 6 molecule. See here, it is a 6-carbon molecule splits into 3-carbon molecule and 3-carbon molecule. Okay, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, again it splits into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Now we are going to see about fructose 1,6-bisphosphate cleaves to 2 3-carbon molecules. Okay, 2 3-carbon molecules up to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. It is the energy phase, investment phase. Here ATP are utilized, energy is utilized. Okay, now DHAP and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and fructose 1,6-bisphosphate comes under splitting phase. Okay, here we will get phosphotriose isomerase enzyme is required here, or aldolase is also required. Okay, Now coming to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate to 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate. See, simple enzymes to remember. Here present glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. We will add dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase means what? Hydrogen is gone case. Okay. Here NAD with the presence of phosphate, it will get transfers to NADH plus H plus. Okay. Here energy is generating, means from NAD we are getting NADH, means hydrophosphoglycerate, means 1 ATP is 1 phosphate is utilized by ADP to form ATP, and 1 phosphate is present in glycerate, 3-phosphoglycerate. See here, phosphoglycerokinase is utilized here, or enzyme required here to convert 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate. Okay. Here ATP is generated. So it is called as energy generation phase. It's very important, energy generation phase. Okay. Now it is also called as substrate level phosphorylation, SLP. We will generally call it as SLP, substrate level phosphorylation. Okay. Now coming to 3-phosphoglycerate converts to 2-phosphoglycerate. It also have kinase in this, so it will be called as kinase reaction. Example of kinase reaction also, we will get 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate. Now coming to 3-phosphoglycerate to 2-phosphoglycerate. Here we will require phosphoglyceromutase, and next coming to 2-phosphoglycerate to phosphoenol pyruvate. Enolase is the enzyme required in this. See here, fluoride, what we take through any diet or anything, inhibits enolase enzyme by inhibiting this step. Inhibits this step by inhibiting enolase enzyme. Okay. It's very important to remember. Fluoride anyway taking means enolase enzyme is inhibiting. That's all. Inhibiting this step ends in 2-phosphoglycerate accumulation will occur. Okay. Now coming to, so fluoride should not be given in this step. Phosphoenol pyruvate converts to pyruvate. Here also ADP is transferred to ATP, means phosphate is utilized and generated from reaction. Okay. This is also called as substrate level phosphorylations. Total glycolysis cycle, 2 substrate level phosphorylations occurs. Now coming to phosphoenol pyruvate to pyruvate with SLP means substrate level phosphorylation occurs and pyruvate kinase is present. Here pyruvate transfers to lactate, where NADH is utilized to NAD, means 1 hydrogen is utilized and forms a NAD. Lactate dehydrogenase enzyme is required in the absence of O2. Okay. Absence of oxygen means lactate will form. Presence of oxygen means pyruvate will form. Okay. Now, glycolysis is a major pathway in tissue lacking mitochondria like erythrocyte, cornea and lens. It does not occur, and brain it will occur. Okay. In this glycolysis we will see 2 effects: posture effect and Rappaport-Lubin circle. See, posture effect. What is posture effect? So if oxygen is present, okay, in the presence of oxygen, glycolysis will inhibit. Inhibition of glycolysis by inhibition of enzyme phosphofructokinase. By inhibition of enzyme phosphofructokinase, oxygen inhibits this enzyme. This occurs in posture effect. We will call this in glycolysis. Okay, it's very important point. Second one, in erythrocytes generally we will see Rappaport-Lubin cycle. It's also very important. We will see in next video. So please follow up our videos to get Rappaport-Lubin cycle. Okay. Now in this, total ATP generated in aerobic conditions are 8 and anaerobic conditions are 2. Please remember this number of ATP present and generated. See here, calculations we can do easily. Here 1 phosphate is utilized. Okay. Here 1 ATP. 1 NADPH means 3 ATP. So please try to understand 1 ATP. 1 ATP in previous we will get NADPH. Utilization means 3 ATP. So net ATP in aerobic cycle is 8 and anaerobic cycle is 2. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all. Glycolysis is a very important 4-mark answer. Please like, share and subscribe to get more videos. Press bell icon. Thank you, guys.